Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to solve easy Leetcode question 543 diameter of a binary tree, and it's an easy Leetcode question. So basically, given the root of a binary tree, return the length of the diameter. This definition is a bit really confusing here. So the diameter of a binary tree is the length of the longest path between any two nodes in a tree. The path and may or may not be passing through the root. So this is the detail that you definitely need to pay attention, because if the tree looks like this and it has really long path here, it doesn't pass through the root, it's longer than that. So you want to return the longest diameter. The length of a path between two nodes is represented by the number of edges between them. So like between these between 1 and 4, the length of a path is 2 because it's represented by the edges between them, basically 2 in this case. If you take a look at a first example, the diameter of the longest path is the length of the path is 4 2 1 3 is 1 2 3. So 3 is the longest, or another path is 5 2 1 3, and there's 3 edges between them. So the answer is 3 in this case. If you have a root and a 1 to 2, and the longest path is 1 in this case. There are some constraints here, and then this is a interview question asked by Facebook 88 times in the last 6 months. So definitely have to know how to do this question. So if you look at the example here, it essentially asks you to return the longest path, but the tricky part is that the longest path may not be passing through the root. The reason I'm saying is that if 5 has a lot of child node, which is even longer, then eventually the path goes through 4 to 5, and something will be way longer than the path goes through the root node. So this is something that you have to consider to update in your function to make sure that it always calculate the longest. And if you do this recursively, it's actually the longest path is you want to update whatever the diameter that you're looking for is whatever the diameter is bigger, or the left plus right is bigger than diameter. You want to update a diameter with whichever value that is bigger. This is something super important. And if you just calculate the longest path, basically, which the height of the tree is essentially, when you calculate the height of a tree is left or right, whichever bigger than +1. So for example, the height of the tree here is this guy. The height of the tree is the left node, right node is all 0, right? So this tree height is 1. And if you go here, this tree height is 2, and this tree height is 3. And then this is how you calculate it. So essentially, you want to have a function to calculate the longest path, and then the diameter that you're looking for is a byproduct of this longest path function, and then you can in the end return the diameter. And I will show you how to do this in code. And basically, the diameter, you want to set it to 0 first, right? And then you want to define a function and say longest path, and you want to pass the parameter as a node to run this function. And then if node does not exist, and you want to return the diameter as 0, right? This is pretty straightforward. And also the diameter I specified is starting from 0 outside of this function. So you want to declare this doing non-local diameter here, so that it can refer it without any issue. So the left side of the tree is actually when you pass the node.left to this pass function so that you call this recursively, and the right side is you want to call this node.right and to run this so you can calculate the longest path on the left side and the longest path on the right side. And then what is the diameter that we're looking for? And remember I mentioned the diameter, there could be a scenario is that the path does not pass the root, but it could still be the longest, right? So when you want to make sure that you do update the diameter. So the diameter is the max of the diameter itself with left plus right. And if left plus right is bigger than the diameter, you want to update the diameter with it, whichever that is the bigger, you update it so that you get the diameter value. And then so essentially what you want to return the longest path will be the max of the left or the right. So basically left side of the tree, right side of the tree, whichever is bigger, plus the one that is the tree height that we talk about. That's it for the function here. Then you essentially wanted to call this function. So you want to pass the root as a parameter to this function, and to go through the left node and right node to calculate the max value, the diameter. And then what you wanted to return is actually the diameter of this. Let's see. Yep. If you think this is helpful, please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon with more Leetcode questions. Bye bye.